Like it or not, we fit into some archetype. That is why so many people read their horoscopes or Chinese zodiac animals every so often. During my time as an FFT YouTuber, I've read and replied to thousands of comments and came across many types of Final Fantasy Tactics players. So I've decided to put them into categories. I hope you enjoy this video. Number 1. The OG who only played the original Final Fantasy Tactics. He's a bit on the older side and is a traditionalist. If you tell him the new updated names like Judgment Blade and Argath, he has no idea what you're talking about. He is a bit of a cool guy, but he's just a boomer. Number 2. The Game is So Easy fan. This guy has played this game around over 50 times and can't help but to say that the game is so easy that he's done an Archer SSCC, he's done an Oracle SSCC, but if you ask him for gameplay or any kind of thing like that, there is no evidence. But he keeps on saying that this game is so easy. Yeah, anything's easy if you do it enough. Number 3. This next one is a rarity, but it's the guy who actually played the other Final Fantasy Tactics games. Of course, he likes the original one and War of the Lions best, but he actually played Tactics Advanced and A2 Grimoire of the Rift. Of course, he didn't like these games as much, but he still gave them a shot. Number 4. The person who played both the original and War of the Lions, but didn't do the multiplayer. He loves these games, but he just didn't have friends or a second PSP to do the multiplayer. And if you ask him, play the multiplayer on an emulator, he has no idea how to set this up. He claims he loves the game, but he can't read the directions on Tactics League Discord. Number 5. The subreddit Karma Farmer with the monks at Grog Hill. This guy obviously knows this exists, but he can't help but post this on the Final Fantasy Tactics subreddit, and all these idiots just give him thumbs up like they've never seen this before. They comment and etc. It gets old and it's tiring, let's be honest. For number 6, it's the dude who hates War of the Lions. Even though the War of the Lions version was a great original remaster of the game, can't help but mention anything good about it. He just mentions the slowdown, the new dialogue and text, and he's gonna buy the Ivalice Chronicles with the new updated script and etc. But he can't say even one good thing about this old remaster. Number 7. The copium nerd who thinks Jason Schreier and the Nvidia leaker is greater than Jesus or the Bible. Before the release of the Ivalice Chronicles, this guy went to Reddit, X, whatever, and kept posting before every single game event that Final Fantasy Tactics is getting the remaster. And now, with the Ivalice Chronicles out, he thinks these two people are the greatest human beings ever. Number 8 is the Algus hater or the Argath hater. I think this fits 99.9% of us Final Fantasy Tactics players. We just dislike this guy, from the way he looks, the way he talks, and so on. Come on. 2 of his buddies save his life and also his master, and this is how he repays us. Regardless of if you're a commoner or a noble, can't help but hate this guy. And I really feel sorry for Delita and Tetra. Yeah, he sucks. Number 9 is the honest fan. He or she is just honest with their feelings, from which version they like, which characters they love, and etc. However, they get downvoted or get no thumbs up on the FFT subreddit for just being honest. And it sucks. I feel your pain. Number 10. It's the War of the Lions Dark Knight fan. I thought I was a huge Dark Knight person and lover, but my gosh, some of you guys are amazing. You guys aren't going to play or buy the Ivalice Chronicles because there's no Dark Knight, which is completely fine, you know? It just shows your love and passion for this class, and wow. I'm still getting the Ivalice Chronicles, and it sucks that there's going to be no Dark Knight, but I totally get you. Number 11, the FFT fan who actually plays mods. This is actually very few and far between, especially if you take the total sales of the Final Fantasy Tactics games and count the people who downloaded the mods. They're a huge minority, but they're awesome. They're willing to give the modders time of day. They want to explore, and it's amazing. So thank you. For number 12, it's got to be the 1.3 Boner Fan. This is probably the first mod they ever played in their life, but they just love it, no matter what, and will defend it to their grave. You can mention the bad RNG, the fact that Archel 7, even though while he was innovative, creative, and the guy who paved the way for mods, you say one bad thing about this, they're going to defend him in court and lie about him in court. Number 13 is going to be the advanced game haters. No matter what you say about the game, you can mention that there's more party members, there's more races, job classes, and so on. No matter what you say, these guys are going to put down your opinion about the advanced games. Even the FFT subreddit are haters in a way. You mention something or ask advice about FFTA or A2 Grimoire of the Rift, good luck getting thumbs up or any replies to your questions and comments. Number 14, the people who think Return to Ivalice ending is canon in Final Fantasy XIV. Wow, this one's really fitting, 14 and 14. So they don't know what Matsuno has said about this, they just think this is a continuation of Final Fantasy Tactics. It's not. Here's a link to the article, read it, get educated. Yeah, no relation at all. Number 15, the person who hates Matsuno's take on the ending. So at the time that we all played Final Fantasy Tactics, it looks like Delita kills Ovelia, and based on this scene, it's pretty obvious. But years later, Matsuno came out and said that she actually doesn't die here. A lot of people dislike this, and I do too. And while he's a good storyteller, there are some weird things that he's done in storytelling. So yeah, there's people who absolutely hate his take on this part. Number 16, we have the grinders. No matter how many times they play or load up Final Fantasy Tactics, they just start grinding. Even though they know the game, they just gotta get Dark Knight on Mandalia Plains. They just gotta get Dark Knight in Chapter 1. And that's awesome. It's a single player game. Play how you want. I do everything from grinding to trying to rush the game, so more power to you. Number 17, the guy who thinks Ramza is weak in the canon and lore. Even though he's played this game many times, for some odd reason he can't read the text of what the enemies say about Ramza. They just think, oh, he yells and screams, he's not that good of a fighter, and etc. Newsflash, gameplay doesn't equal strength in the actual canon and lore. Number 18 is going to be the Ivalice connector. Now I know all these games are in the Ivalice universe. This guy insists and defends that you gotta play Final Fantasy XII before Tactics, you gotta play Advance after Tactics, then A2 after Tactics, then you gotta finish it off with Vagrant Story. Newsflash, these games don't connect that well at all. It's not like Final Fantasy VII going to Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, or 13 into 13-2. You can play these games completely out of order. Just because there's a few Easter eggs and so on doesn't mean there's a strong connection at all. Second to last, it's going to be the true loving Final Fantasy Tactics fan who bought all versions of this game. Now, this guy or girl just loves FFT and the characters, and they'll just buy anything with the Tactics name. So, more power to you. And finally, for number 20, the last archetype, it's the person who bought the game but never returned to it after being softlocked. I feel your pain. I hope life has blessed you in different ways, and that if you ever return to Final Fantasy Tactics, you beat this Ronald McDonald colored, hollowed bolting, lightning stabbing knight. Anyways, this was more of a fun video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I reply back to everybody. Anyways, I wish you the best when it comes to your health, wealth, and happiness. and I'll see you soon for the next video. Take care.